Hello. A slightly different story for you today, in that it is only tangentially connected with canal boats or canal boating in any way whatsoever. This is the story of my dad's sofa. My dad bought this sofa in the early 1960s when he got his first flat, and he kept it all the way through until he died last year. So this is the sofa that I grew up with, that I have very fond memories of, and that my parents kept even after they replaced it with a hideous 1980s effort with a large damask floral pattern and crinkly bits round the bottoms. So when my mum offered to give it to me for my boat, of course I said yes. Here it is, installed on Utopia Limited. And there's only one problem with this sofa, which is that it is bad. Like really bad, like evil. The sort of sofa which, when you sit on it, immediately makes clear the advantages of standing up. So, why? Well, let's have a quick investigation. If I turn it into a sofa bed like this, and remove the cushions like this, we can see the most my dad thing ever. This sofa is supposed to have Pirelli webbing, which is thick rubber webbing to support even the most enormous of bottoms. But it doesn't. It has elastic webbing, which is approximately strong enough to support the weight of an omelette. And not one of your heavy omelettes either, a small omelette that's recently been on a diet. It turns out that the rubber perished sometime in the late 1980s, around the time of the appearance of the floral sofa, which my mum still has, by the way. My father must have carefully got hold of some proprietary Urkel webbing clips and made up no fewer than 23 almost totally ineffectual supports out of what amounts to knicker elastic. So I do wonder why my dad did this. Is it, for example, because Pirelli webbing is fantastically much more expensive than elastic webbing? I've done some research, and I've discovered that in today's money he might have saved as much as £60. Well then, perhaps it's because it's completely impossible to get hold of Pirelli webbing, and you can only order it from Italy, and it has to be made by nuns and gets delivered by carrier pigeon. Well, I ordered a box of new straps. It was done online and they arrived within 2 days. So let's replace the webbing and see what difference it makes. Now, using the magic of a little bit of video editing and some substandard camera work, we can do this. And the process is complete. And of course now it's time to test it out. So let's have a look and see. Yep, much better. Fantastic. And of course, nice to know that for the sake of 60 quid's worth of flesh-coloured rubber, my dad put up with a really bad sofa for 40 years. See you next time.